Welcome up here to the Ogden Dual Tournament. Jeff Blankman with you here today on CBTV. Welcome to our internet and website broadcast as well. Andrew Earlbeck getting set to start things for the Kuemper Knights here today. He'll be wrestling against the Woodward Granger's Colton Milosevic. We are underway about 26 seconds into this one. Right now our score is 3-1. Earlbeck with the lead. He'll start off on top here. I want to thank you very much again for joining us for this Kuemper Knight wrestling coverage. Earlbeck starts out on top. Milosevic right down to his belly. As Andrew able to get control here. Trying to set up the cradle. He's got it locked in. Andrew's going to roll him over. The count will start. He's picking up some back points. He's got him locked in. Milosevic trying to fight his way out, but Earlbeck still with a minute 10 to go is going to get that pin. He'll pick up the pin here in 41 seconds, or 51 seconds, excuse me, as Andrew Earlbeck going to win by fall here today in 51 seconds. And that'll put the Kuemper Knights on top of Woodward Granger by a score right now of 6-0. The second matchup scheduled today is going to be at 126 pounds. It'll be Jared Ascheid against Jimmy Harney. In these dual tournaments, a lot of times, though, guys will kind of move weight classes. Talked to Jared here just a little bit ago, and he was excited. He thought he was going to wrestle well today, but also we had a forfeit earlier today, and it looks like I don't see a Woodward Granger wrestler coming out on the mat. Jared's still standing over near the scorer's table. But a good win for Andrew Earlbeck. Really made quick work that time of Colton Milosevic. Took him down right off the bat. Gave up an escape, and then they went into the middle. And Earlbeck able to quickly get him down to his belly, and then got over on the right side and locked in. And Jared Ascheid now going to get a win by forfeit. That'll put the Knights on top here by a score of 12-0. Kuemper on top here now, 12-0. That should set up a matchup maybe at 132. Alex Schmidt's scheduled for Kuemper to go. We'll see if Jimmy Harney going to move up a weight class here or not, or if Kuemper will get a forfeit here at 132. Can't see the wrestler over at the scores table. That is Knights going to pick up another forfeit victory here at 132. We'll move on now to the 138 class. Kuemper making quick work here against Woodward Granger. Now Alex Schmidt's going to come walking out onto the mat. Alex looks like he's going to get a forfeit here today as well. No, we are going to get a wrestler out on the match, and this will be Roger Sperling. Sperling going for Woodward Granger, and we are underway here in the first period. Schmitz tries to get that pull-by move. They're grappling up top now, and Alex goes in, a nice wrap-around move, and Alex will pick up the 2 points there as he'll get the takedown, and Schmidt's out here early, 2-0. We apologize that at times we're not going to be able to give you a real good view of the wrestling with the coaches in the way. Schmidt's right now riding up top, getting a little bit high, but he's trying to keep that head under control, and he's doing a good job there. Slips over now to the side. He's got the left arm pulled up under. He's got the leg lock. Harney now sits out. Sperling sits out for Woodward Granger and gets up to his feet trying to fight his way free. Alex Schmidt's now trying to pick him up and get him back down to the mat, and he does a good job of taking him back down. 2-0. Schmidt's with the lead. Minute 5 to go here in the first period. We're up here at the Ogden Dual Tournament today. Kuemper wrestled earlier today, defeated both Clark of Osceola 64-18 and also knocked out Coon Rapids Bayard 48-33. Schmidt's again at his wrestler. His opponent here today, Roger Sperling, over on towards the edge of the mat, and has really been on control up top. Picked up those two quick points on the takedown. Now he's trying to roll him over. Sperling just trying to get himself to his backside if he can, but Alex has done a good job of keeping him on his belly for the most part here today. Now really raking that arm. Got the right arm pulled up under, and now he's trying to roll him over. He's got 17 seconds to work with. He's going to maybe pick up some back points. No, but Sperling able to roll out of it, and now he's going to get the 2-point reversal to tie this one up with 10 seconds to go. And now he'll roll Alex over onto his belly. So Schmidt's going for a move there, and Sperling that time able to roll through and ended up getting the 2-point reversal. And we're going to be tied at 2-2 here as we go into this second period. Start the second period, knotted at 2 apiece. And Sperling going to choose to start down here in the second period. We're at the 138-pound weight class. Alex moving up a weight here. And now Sperling on his belly. Tries to get up to all 4 and does. Schmitz trying to roll him over. And get him onto his back. He's put a lot of pressure up top. Now he's got him locked in. Alex just got to be careful not to pin himself. He did that a couple of years ago at a tournament in Kuemper. And he will pick up 3 near fall points and take a 5-2 lead. Minute and a half to go here in the second period. Sperling again trying to sit out. Alex doing a good job of riding, now trying to pull that left arm back through it. Sperling tries to reach up over and pull Alex cross. Alex right now overpowering Sperling and gets him back down to the mat. A slide over to the right side. Looks like he wanted to set up maybe a cradle, but I think he's going to try and roll him over again. He's got that leg hooked, so Sperling not able to get any balance or strength with that leg, and now Alex going to wrap that left leg up and through. Again, trying to roll him over. But Sperling doing a good job here of keeping himself on all 4s. We're under a minute to go here in the first period. It's a 5-2 lead right now for Alex Schmitz from the Kuemper Knights. Again, wrestling against Roger Sperling of Woodward Granger. Sperling again as they go to the middle of the mat. Will start down. Tries to sit out quickly and now tries to reach up. He's trying to roll himself out. He's almost got himself free, but Alex does a great job of getting it back around. Almost had lost control there, but then able to get back around and get back on top. And he'll maintain control here. And now he gets himself rolled onto his back and almost got stuck, but able to roll through. Again, trying to flip Sperling that time and roll Sperling onto his back, unable to do it. 10 seconds to go here in the second period. A 5-2 lead now for Kuemper's Alex Schmidt as the first period coming to an end. Again, Alex again trying to take him over. There's 3 near fall points to difference in this matchup as the first period will come to an end. And it should be the second period there. First period was 2-2, so Alex will start back. They haven't updated the clock here. We are going into the third period, knotted at 2 apiece. And Alex able to quickly get out of it, and now he's going to pick up the 2-point reversal. Great move that time, just stood up and got spun around in time, and now Sperling trying to wrestle him down. Schmitz with a 7-2 lead, and now Alex has got him locked in as he can get a little bit more weight across onto that shoulder and get the arm wrapped around. There he's got it. But Sperling able to get back up to his knees. Schmitz trying to roll him over, and now he's got it cinched in. Sperling trying to bridge, and there's the fall. Alex Schmitz will win here. Minute 27 left in the third period. He'll win by fall. That'll put the Knights on top 24-0. That pin will come at the 4:33 mark. Now the Knights with a 24-0 team lead. Again, already 2-0 on the day. Good wrestling that time by Alex Schmitz. Almost got himself in trouble a couple of times, but able to battle back out of those troubles. Now the Knights looks like they're going to get another forfeit victory. That'll put them up at 30-0. Starting to see a lot more of this at the high school wrestling level, where you're seeing a lot more open weight classes. Woodward Granger only had 3 open weight classes coming into this, 132, 152, and 160, and now we've got another forfeit victory for the Kuemper Knights. They're on top here now, 36-0. We'll see if we can get a match in here as Colby Hilgenberg walks up to the table, and I still don't see anybody from Woodward Granger there. Maybe we're going to get a match. Nope, Colby Hilgenberg going to pick up a a win by fall, or by forfeit. Well, folks, we thought we were going to be able to bring you a match here where we'd see quite a bit of wrestling today. That has not been the case. Adam Scharfenkamp now coming to the table, and it looks like Adam will get a matchup at 170. Ashton and Kuemper will go for Woodward Granger. So we'll be able to bring you just our third match technically of the day. Scharfenkamp and Kuemper in the middle, both up to start. Kuemper quickly goes in for a single leg takedown, got down around the ankle, and we're gonna get a whistle right away. Stopping it for a potentially dangerous. And now they'll get him back in up top. Kuemper looked really aggressive there going at the leg the first time. Scharfenkamp now gets him locked up top. Both guys, as you see, right in the middle of the mat. Scharfenkamp moving Kuemper backwards a little bit. Neither guy now diving, and now Kuemper tries to pull him down. Wanted to try and pull him down and then maybe try and snap through. Again, wants to get down if he can, and he's trying to get out at that right leg, and Scharfenkamp doing a good job of keeping that leg back. Out of the reach right now, Kuemper. Minute 15 to go, still scoreless in this first period. Jeff Blankman with you here today on our CBTV broadcast, and now Scharfenkamp able to snap Kuemper through. Kuemper quickly back to his feet and now pulls Adam down. We'll see if he shifts his weight around to the backside, but I tell you what, Scharfenkamp's got a great job of having the arms of Kuemper right now locked. Kuemper able to get that one arm free, and now so he slides around to the back. He's going to pick up a point, but again, Scharfenkamp's got that left arm locked. You can kind of see that on the camera. Adam now driving him backwards. Kuemper trying to sit out. They'll go up against the wall over there and out of bounds, and they'll bring him back into the middle. 42 seconds to go here in the first period. Still scoreless between Adam Scharfenkamp and Ashton Kuemper. Kuemper in goes in at the leg. Now gets himself to the base. As Scharfenkamp going to pick up the 2 for the takedown. Adam with a good move that time will pick up the 2 points and take it to 2-0 lead. Now they'll bring him back into the middle again. Very short mat over here on 3. It's a regulation size, but there's not a lot of room to the outside. So once they get out of the circle, it's unlike sometimes at dual meets you'll see where they let them get a little bit out of that circle, but not here today. Simply because of safety, you've got all these mats right next to each other. Both wrestlers again trying to get that advantage up top. 0.5 of a second, and we're going to have the first period come to an end. There was actually 0.5 of a second left on the clock when the official stopped it. We'll start the second period, and we're going to have a 1-point escape going to be awarded to Kuemper. That'll make it 2-1. That was right there at the end of that second period. Scharfenkamp now thrown down to his belly, going to try to get up to his base. They're in there behind the coaches for the Kuemper Knights. You see Travis Hilgenberg and Tanner Warrington. Tanner, the head coach, down there. Knights on top here by a team total of 42-0. Scharfenkamp going to say no points awarded there. Thought maybe he would get an escape, but no points awarded. Nope, there it is. There's the 1 point for the escape. Hadn't put it on the board yet. So again, not a lot of action here. Both guys just trying to stay up top. Kuemper came out very aggressive, but has not been as aggressive as he was early on, because Scharfenkamp's done a great job of really staying away. Now he does get in. He's got a hold of the single leg. But Adam able to roll around, and Scharfenkamp will get the 2-point takedown. He's going to take a 5-1 lead. And Coach Tanner Warrington into the corner of the screen there, hollering out some instructions. Minute 5 to go here in the second period as they'll go out of bounds, and they'll bring them back out to the middle. So Adam in control of the match here early on with a 5-1 lead. Scharfenkamp has wrestled well this season. A couple of takedowns and an escape. Looks like he wants to come up higher. He's going to try and set up for a cradle, trying to roll him over, but lost him, and now Kuemper's got a Scharfenkamp on his back. He'll get the 2-point reversal, making it 5-3. Coaches have a seat again. We can see as Scharfenkamp got himself on his back momentarily, but was able to roll over to his belly, and now Adam trying to get himself to his feet. Kuemper got a hold of that right leg, pulling it up into the air. Trying to get him back down onto his belly, working his way over here to the left side. Adams just got to pull himself out. 14 seconds just get through the second period as Kuemper right now with a lot of pressure on the head of Scharfenkamp, who's on his base. 7 seconds to go, 5-3, Scharfenkamp with the lead. And now Adam got a hold of that left leg. Good move that time by Scharfenkamp as the second period will come to an end, and we'll start the third period with Adam Scharfenkamp up at 1 point, 5-1, leading here by a score of 5-3. Scharfenkamp will wrestle from the top here to start the third period. Grabs that right arm underneath. Now comes down with both arms underneath. Trying to drive Kuemper down, reaches back, trying to get that left leg, or right leg, excuse me, pulled out, going to slide over to the side. Like he was working in there for a half Nelson for a second, but that wasn't going to work for him, so he moved quickly out of it. Just trying to find something right now that'll work. Scharfenkamp up 5-3, minute 25 to go, third period. Adam reaches down, gets a hold of the leg. Kuemper comes down on top of it. Adams got to keep control of that leg, or Kuemper may end up getting some points here. So you see the official there talking to both guys. Warning Kuemper right now for not a lot of action. And there is now a quick takedown. Let's see what we're going to get out of this. Kuemper kind of lost him on the screen here, folks. Sorry about that. No points awarded right now. We're down to 50 seconds. Kuemper trying to get in around. Scharfenkamp just trying to hold on, and now Adam able to slip out. Kuemper then able to get back on top. Adam almost picked up a reversal there, but unable to as they go to the edge of the mat. We have lost him there, and there is the 2-point reversal for Kuemper, and that is going to give him a 5, tied up at 5-5 with 30 seconds to go. They're over on the edge of the mat. Hopefully they'll go out of bounds here pretty quick so we could be able to see again. Down to 15 seconds to go, and now they will come off the mat and going to come back into the middle. Adam will have to start on the base here. If he can get a quick escape, he can come out of here with the victory. He had a 5-1 lead at one point. We'll see how aggressive he gets up. He glances up at the clock, 10 seconds left. Kuemper able to trip him and take him back down, and they'll go out of bounds, stopping the clock with 5.7 seconds left. In this third period, we could be headed to overtime. So Scharfenkamp, again ready to go here. Trying to get up, unable to get to his feet and unable to pick up that 1 point. He needed an escape there, but we'll go into overtime, tied at 5 apiece between Ashton Kuemper of Woodward Granger and Adam Scharfenkamp of the Kuemper Knights. I'll reset the clock here. Actually reset the scoreboard for a second. Now they'll try and reset the clock. Having some clock issues. Again, we've only had 2 matches that have actually been wrestled here in this matchup so far. Andrew Earlbeck won by fall in 51 seconds, and then Alex Schmitz, wrestling at 138 pounds, picked up a win by fall at the 4:33 mark. And I think the guys over at the scorers table not for sure how to run the time. So the official comes over there and tries to show them what to do here. There it is. We've got 1 minute up on the clock. Those guys will start up top. Scharfenkamp against Kuemper here in overtime, tied at 5 apiece. And Kuemper trying to pull him down. They'll pull him out of bounds, and we'll head back to the middle of the mat. Haven't really seen Adam go in at a leg yet. He's just played it smart here today. Again, got up 5-1 for giving up a couple of reversals. Now he goes in and gets the leg. Can he get through? 36 seconds left. Kuemper trying to flatten himself out. Scharfenkamp trying to get that takedown, and now Kuemper's got a leg. He's trying to come around. Adam trying to fight his way through. Got the single leg now. Over on the edge of the mat, we'll zoom in here a little bit, and now Cooper going to be able to roll through. The official said nothing yet because Adams got a leg, and there is the takedown by Cooper. He'll pick up the 2 points, and he will pick up the 7-5 victory as Adam Scharfenkamp had one here today. The Scharfenkamp falls in this matchup by a final of 7-5 in overtime. Tough loss as he was up 5-1 that time to Ashton Cooper. Now we'll head on, get set you up for this next matchup here. Isaac Anderson out on the mat right now for the Kuemper Knights. Anderson wrestling against Evan Boderman. Boderman, a good wrestler for Woodward Granger. That's a name that I know well from wrestling over at Woodward, and a good athlete. 11 seconds into this one, no score. Boderman will take Anderson down. And now trying to roll him over. He slides over onto that right side. He's trying to flip him, and he's going to get him rolled over. Picking up some back points right now. Grizzleman trying to bridge as best as he can. He's got to fight his way off his back if he can, but he's in a tough situation, and there is the win by fall for Boderman as Anderson will lose by fall here. That'll make it to Kuemper on top here, 42-9. Kuemper should have an open weight class now. We'll see if Woodward Granger will take that forfeit. Make it 42-15. Nope, we're going to have a match going on here. Everybody moving guys around. Talked to both coaches, and they said that, well, Coach Warrington wasn't for sure with what Woodward Granger was going to do, of what he might be able to do. So we're underway here, and they're not putting up the weight classes, so we're not for sure exactly where they've moved it to, but Woodward Granger quickly getting a takedown here. And again, we've lost the wrestlers behind some of the Kuemper guys. Maybe some Carroll matches coming up for you here in just a little bit. Carroll in action right now as well. Tigers over on mat number 2 are wrestling against Gilbert. That matchup right in front of us. So when the Kuemper matchup is over, we may try and bring you some of the Carroll matches. We'll see how many we can get to. That is Seth Galen. Just wanted to double check there for a second. Didn't get a chance to see his face when this matchup started, but that is Seth Galen. Out there wrestling right now for Kuemper. Dealing in some trouble. Wrestling against Dylan Nixon from Woodward Granger, and now Nixon will pick up the win by fall here. So 3 straight wins for Woodward Granger. That should bring us now John Seidel against Brent Carlson. That is the scheduled matchup. But again, we've already had some guys moving around here. That will be the matchup here at 220 pounds. Both guys on their feet to start with. Seidel has got a height advantage here. Got about maybe 4 or 5 inches. We'll see if he can use that to his advantage with the reach. Very stocky wrestler in Carlson. Looks like he's got some powerful legs. Seidel trying to get up top now. Carlson reaches down for a leg, but Seidel able to pull that one away. 40 seconds into the first period, still scoreless here in the 220-pound weight class. Knight should be leading this one 42 right now to 21. They're not putting team scores up. Seidel now trying it. Both guys bear hugging, and it is going to be Carlson getting the takedown. John got in there and almost had the bear hug, was going to try and body him to the ground, but lost his balance, and Carlson able to take advantage. He takes a 2-0 lead under a minute to go here in the first period. And now Carlson's got John's right arm wrapped in around his back, and now he's trying to roll him. They're trying to roll John over. John's got to fight here for 30 seconds. He's done a good job so far. Tries to work himself up to the base. Hard thing to do when you've got an arm pulled in behind your back. And Carlson really working that arm here in this first period. Down to 17 seconds left. Still 2-0. Carlson with the lead. Seidel got that arm almost free, and now it'll be pulled back in behind his back. Down to 3 seconds to go. And the first period will come to an end. And it will be Brent Carlson leading John Seidel by a score of 2-0. Start of the second period, both guys up. A lot of pushing and shoving going on up top. Everybody trying to get an advantage here. Seidel went back at that arm of Carlson, trying to work it again, but John able to pull that arm free. Both guys with their hand wrapped around the other's head and kind of battling with their arms here, trying to get some kind of a control. Minute 20 to go. In this second period, 2-0. Carlson still with the lead. Now John almost had him into a headlock, but again, unable to get that arm wrapped around, and Carlson able to throw him to the ground. He'll pick up the 2 points for the takedown. Now I think we're going to have a blood timeout here. John says, I don't see any, but the official had to have seen something, so they'll bring him over to work on it. 52.1 seconds left in this second period. And Brent Carlson with a 2-1 lead. Let's bring you down here and show you a little bit of the Carroll match. I do not know, have not been watching it, who's on the mat, but we'll show you some of the Carroll matchup right now. Tigers again in action here, wrestling against Gilbert. Scoreboard backwards, so we don't know the score of this match, but we'll let you just kind of watch it here. There's Coach Eric Nagel over there, hollering out some instructions. Over on the Kuemper mat right now, Travis Hilgenberg wrapping the forehead and head of John Seidel, but having a hard time getting anything to stay. John must be bleeding around the right ear area, somewhere in the forehead area as they try to wrap that head up. Again, right now we're bringing you some of a matchup with a Carroll wrestler. I've not seen his face yet, so I don't know who the young man is, and I can't see the scoreboard to be able to see a weight class. We apologize, but we'll bring you that until Seidel comes back over to the mat here. Carroll lost to Greene County earlier today, 38-36. Right now, got a chance to pick up a win here. Got him locked in the cradle if he can lock it in and get some weight on it. Again, the scoreboard and clock is in front of us, but it's got its back to us. They're sitting right there. So we don't know the score or a weight class here, but Carroll looking to pick up a victory, and John Seidel just getting ready to come back out on the mat. So as soon as he does, we'll bring you back over to that Kuemper matchup. Seidel will start down here, down 4-0, 50 seconds to go, second period. Carlson again able to get him down to his belly. Seidel tried to stand up, and we've kind of lost him in behind, but you get a glimpse there of John on his belly, and again it looks like Carlson trying to work those arms and now trying to roll over the top. Can barely see him in behind some of the Kuemper wrestlers. Carlson putting a lot of pressure up, really leaning back right now onto John. Seidel down on the mat, trying to get himself up to his base, trying to do something here. And now they'll call him out of bounds. 9 seconds left here in this second period. Still 4-0, Carlson with the lead. And now John quickly again back down to his stomach, trying to get up a little bit. Carlson trying to wrap around and come over to the right side, but the second period will come to an end. That'll bring us to the start of the third period. Still 4-0 right now in favor of the Kuemper Knights. Of Carlson from Woodward Granger. John's got to get in. Earlier on, he wanted to try and get at a leg. Tried a body move, too. Chested up with him earlier. That one backfired on him, so he's got to be careful. Trying to get that advantage up top. See if maybe he can snap him through. That time Carlson tried to snap through, but Seidel able to step to the side far enough that he wasn't able to attack. He couldn't throw him far enough either. John again got that forehead wrap, bleeding in that second period. And now Carlson goes in and locks. He's going to be able to take him down, and Carlson will pick up 2 more. Yeah, they escaped earlier, so it's going to be 7-0 now in favor of Carlson as Seidel down on the mat. Minute left in this third period. And again, the guys out on the mat kind of dip in behind the coaches. Not a great angle for you here over on this third mat, but this is the broadcast area here over at the Ogden Dual Tournament. Jeff Blackman with you here today. I want to thank you very much for joining us. Coon Rapids Bayard will wrestle here next on mat 3, and then we'll see if we can't get the Carroll Tigers in a little bit here on their matchup going up on mat 2, and then maybe later on today as well. A lot of it depends on time. 26.4 seconds left. Nothing happening over on the Seidel match as he comes back into the middle. And now they'll bring him back. 25 seconds, Seidel. Trying to get himself up, not able to. John hasn't had a lot of success on his stomach today, and give a lot of credit to Carlson. He's done a very good job. He's ridden well today. And he looks like he's going to pick up a 7-0 victory here. We're down to 3 seconds left in this third period. And there is the match. It'll be Carlson knocking off Seidel from Kuemper as Seidel falls by a final of 7-0. That'll make the match 42-18 in favor of Kuemper. Kuemper open right now at the heavyweight division. Actually, it should be 42-24 and 42-30 with that win in the heavyweight. We still have 106 and 113 to go. Kuemper open today at 113, but we should have it Brandon Gross against Caleb Knoll at 106. And it looks like Woodward Granger going to give up the points there at 106, and now they're going to take the win at 113, and that's going to be the matchup. Kuemper should win this one here today, 48-36. We'll double check that score with the coaches, but Kuemper should pick up a 48-36 victory today over Woodward Granger. And again, we apologize that couldn't see a lot of the matchup, so we apologize for that. Let's switch you over here to some of the Carroll matchup right now as the Kuemper matchup again at just ending. We'll bring you the rest of this Carroll matchup here today, again at the Ogden duels. Jeff Blankman with you here today, our CBTV broadcast. Carroll and Gilbert on mat 2, and again the scores table right there, folks. So won't be able to tell you score or time. This matchup looks like right now between Jacob Mason at 152 pounds and Logan Clancy, the scheduled wrestler for the Gilbert Tigers. It was underway when we panned the camera over, so do not know a score, but we'll get you through the rest of this matchup, then we'll call the rest of them for you. Jacob had a great night the other night against Boone and Denison, and there gets chucked off the mat. They'll bring him back into the middle. Again, you can join us for our coverage here. Thank you. Of wrestling on CBTV. We'll also get these matchups posted on our Facebook pages and at websites. Now they're going to start another period here. And it looks like the Gilbert wrestler Clancy, Logan Clancy, will go down. Generally, I'd have Bill Kane or someone helping me today, but nobody available, so. Mason almost had him picked up. Now they're going to go out of bounds. Again, as soon as they hit the edge of the mat here today, they're pretty much blowing that whistle simply because with 3 mats here and another mat in another room, they've got a lot of wrestling going on here today. Mason again tries to wrap up, tries to trip him. Clancy trying to fight his way through, and Jake just shoves him right over into head coach Eric Nago. So they'll bring him back into the middle, and now Jake getting talked to there by the official. Again, Clancy able to get right to his feet. Jake trying to flip him up and throw him down. Goes down at a leg, and again going to get out of bounds. Clancy just kind of walking his way towards out of bounds. If he can't get stood up and get out right away, he just tries to work his way to the end of the match. And now they're going to start them both up. Guys trying to get that advantage up top. Neither guy has tried anything low yet. Both indicated that they're willing to go a leg. Mason thought about jumping in there and trying for a single leg, but Clancy was ready for it. And then Clancy thought about it, but Mason was ready for it. Both guys didn't want to put themselves into trouble. Kind of a long way to go and try and jump in there. Again, unable to see the clock or score, folks, so I apologize that we're not able to bring any of that to you. Mason tried to snap by, now goes in and thought about going after a leg, but didn't get down very good. And now Clancy going to get in. He'll get a hold of the leg. They're going to let him wrestle just a little bit out of bounds here, but now they're going to be out of bounds, and they'll bring him back into the middle. Kuemper sitting at 3-0 right now on the day. Head coach Tanner Warrington did say earlier this morning on the coaches show that he felt his team might be able to pick up wins in all of their pool matches today, and so far they've done that on the first 3. Mason thought about trying to throw him by. Again, both wrestlers just kind of wrestling up top right now. Mason again goes in, not able to get that left leg, and now they'll go out of bounds and bring him back to the middle. Mason will start down. Clancy from Gilbert. Again, we've picked up the Gilbert and Carroll matchup over here after the Kuemper matchup ended. And now we're going to have a warning going to go against Clancy. Actually, they're going to call that warning going early on Jacob Mason. Or maybe that Clancy hadn't gotten set right, but he did. They give that warning to Jacob Mason for leaving a little bit quickly. Jason tried to sit out and roll out. Tigers are very aggressive. They try to get reversals out of moves. Head coach Eric Nagel has taught his kids to be very aggressive. Jacob right now still down on the belly, trying to work his way up. Clancy trying to roll Jake over, and Jake's got that left arm kind of trapped along the side of his body. Now it'll get free, and we're going to get a cross-face move going by Clancy. Mason going to sit up now and now back down. He's not been able to get a base, and we're going to get a warning here of stall. Mason's still down on the ground. We'll have a timeout here on the floor for a second. Mason now up to his feet. Did not see a point awarded by the official. And again, cannot see the scoreboard, so can't bring you a score or a time or what period we're in here. Mason will start down again, tries to get to his feet, and is going to be shoved out of bounds. Both wrestlers, when they were on top here today, the guy in the down position has got him quickly, and then the wrestler up top has pretty much shoved him out of bounds. So there hasn't been a lot of action here so far. Mason now throwing over onto his side, down to his belly. Crossface going on by Clancy up high. Jake trying to roll through, and now Clancy looks like he's going to set up. He's going to try and get that cradle locked in. Can't tell for sure if he's got the hands locked, but he looks like he's awfully close. Now he'll come out of it. Mason did a good job really of kind of fighting through there. End of a period coming up here. And that one will end the period, and that will end that matchup. And it looks like Clancy will pick up the win here. Jacob Mason for the Carroll Tigers, frustrated with how that one played out for you. Tigers should be open at 160. Now Casey Howard will come out to wrestle for the Tigers. Casey had a nice night the other night, too, against Boone and Dennis and Schleswig. We're underway here. Carroll Tigers against Gilbert here at the Ogden Dual Tournament. Jeff Blankman with you here today. You get some high school wrestling coverage. Both guys up top. Casey slapping in, and now getting taken down. It'll be a 2-0 lead for Kelly Pierce from Gilbert. Pierce able to just snap down as Casey came in. Now he's trying to roll him over. He's got that leg wrapped up. He's got the cradle locked in. He's trying to roll Casey up onto his back. Casey trying to fight out of it, trying to bridge as best as he can. Near fall points coming up, at least 2 right now. And there will be 2 awarded for Pierce. He'll take a 4-0 lead here in the first period. Now he's trying to roll him over, getting more back points. He'll gain 3 there. That'll make it at least 7-0 as Casey trying to keep himself and try and keep those shoulder blades off the mat. But he's in a tough situation. Again, can't see the clock, so don't know how much time he's got to fight this one out. But this one certainly is going to be almost a fall if he can save himself. Again, he's already given up the 3 back points. Not a lot Casey can do except for just fight, which is going to take a lot of energy. He's done a good job. He's held on at least, I would say, a good 30-35 seconds so far. So Howard trying to fight, and now will be able to roll over. He will be down 7-0 as there's the 3 near fall points awarded. Pierce again just trying to lock that back in, wants to roll him back up, but Casey able to get to his base. And now Pierce again going in. Now he'll try and get that arm through. He's got the arm through leg again. He's going to lock in that cradle and try to roll him over, but the first period will come to an end. And Casey Howard finds himself behind here by a score right now of 7-0. Takedown, 2 near fall points, and then 3 more for Kelly Pierce of the Gilbert Tigers. Casey Howard of Carroll will start himself on the ground. Start himself in the down position. Howard able to get the reversal. Good job that time by Casey Tigers. Always looking to score and be aggressive, and now he's got him rolled over. Casey picking up some near fall points of his own. He's got at least 3 already as Pierce able to kind of roll himself out. And now Howard's got him rolled up again. Can he lock it in? He's just got to get out from underneath him a little bit, and there it is. Casey Howard falls down 7-0 in that first period, comes out in the second period and gets a quick win by fall. So a big win that time by Casey Howard when it looked like he was in some trouble. But now the Tigers will bring out Jose Zambrano. Jose, an up and down night the other night against Denison Schleswig, lost a match. Lost it very comfortably, and then ended up coming back and winning his next matchup fairly comfortably as well. So he'll be taking on Chase Whetstone from Gilbert. Gilbert will be open at 220 and at 285. So the Tigers Warnemont and Byrink should be able to pick up victories there. We're here right now at 182 pounds. Zambrano, a quick move, and now he'll be awarded the takedown as he got in behind Whetstone. And now the Whetstone will pull himself and run himself off the mat. Howard will start up. Whetstone trying to get himself sat out and now sits out, but again Casey able to roll it out, and now Whetstone going to be able to slide through. He'll get the 2-point reversal, and we're going to be tied at 2 apiece, and quickly Jose sits himself out. Now tries to reach over, and Jose going to be able to pull himself out. Can he get enough weight? He's going to get the 2-point reversal. There it is. And that'll make it 4-2. Almost had it, or if he could have just got a little bit more weight, he might have been able to roll him over earlier, and now he's trying to roll him over. He's got that weight down, needs to shift his weight over to the other side. There he does it. And now he's got him in. He's going to pick up maybe some near fall points here. Hasn't been awarded any yet, but he'll get some here. He's got 2 at least. And Whetstone able to sit out. And there's going to be 3 points, so Jose will take a 5-2 lead here. Knew he had at least 2, ended up getting that third near fall points. Now he's picking up some more again, and he's going to pick up the win by fall. Nice win that time by Zambrano as he picks up the win by fall for the Carroll Tigers. So back-to-back pins for Carroll. So the Tigers here coming back against Gilbert. Brandon Denny, the scheduled wrestler for the Carroll Tigers. Denny going to head over here to the scorer's table. He'll check in. Brady Klein scheduled to wrestle for the Gilbert Tigers. Again, we will get at least one more matchup in for you here today. We have scheduled ourselves to cover the Coon Rapids Bayard and Woodward Granger matchup. That is scheduled over on mat 3. We'll finish up this Tiger matchup, and we'll get set for that one. Denny against Klein. 195-pound weight class, and Klein going to get the quick takedown. Just too much speed that time for Denny, able to get him around, and now Klein going to work from the top. Got that left arm pulled up in behind. Now he's off to the side, and he's going to try and roll him over. We saw some wrestlers earlier go for the cradle, but that's not going to be what it looks like Klein's going to do. He wants to try and roll him over. Trying to use the pressure of that arm to start him rolling over. Now he's got the leg locked through. Denny trying to fight it off, but he's starting to roll over. Now he's on his back. He's going to give up some back points here, but did a good job of taking that roll and rolling right through, so he will not. They are going to give him a couple of back points, 2 back points there. So a 4-0 lead now by Klein over Denny. Again, wrenching on that left arm, trying to pull Denny over. Denny trying to just slide with it. He'll come through and he's starting to get his weight over again. He'll start to roll him over. Denny again going to try and roll that through. He's given up back points. He's given up at least 3 right now. He'll be down 7-0, but he's in a pinning predicament here. He's got to try and get himself off the edge of the mat. Did a good job of rolling back onto his belly, but he'll give up 3 more back points and be down 7-0. Again, over there on the edge of the mat. If he could get himself out of bounds, that'd be a benefit right now, because he needs to get to a position where he can get back on his feet, or at least on his knees. First period will come to an end. Denny from Carroll. Brandon finds himself behind 7-0. He will get a start on top here to start the second period. Denny just a freshman. Klein a junior for Gilbert. Brandon coming out a little more aggressive here in this second period. Coach Noggle hollering out some instructions, really teaching right now this youngster. And he, as a freshman, has got a great frame. He looks like a guy that's going to grow a little bit taller and be able to put weight on, and it won't hurt him, especially if they keep him active in the weight room. He could be up into that heavyweight category or even the 220 category in future years. Now they'll go off, and we're going to have a locked hands going to be called against Gilbert's Klein. Locking heads up top, shoving. Trying to find an advantage when they do that up top. And not a lot of action compared to what we had right away. Klein comes in and now goes. He's got the single leg, and he'll pick up the 2 points on the takedown. Just kind of flipped the Denny right over top of him. Did a good job of riding in that first period. Again, we'll see if he goes to work on that left arm and tries to roll Denny over. And again, that's where he's working. He's off on the side already, trying to pull that arm out, and now he's got it out and got it up behind Denny's back. Over, and Denny trying to fight. First time this happened, he was able to roll himself all the way through it. Only gave up a couple of back points. Back points being counted now. To try and keep himself off his back. He's given up 3 back points to be down 10-0 already, and now Denny able to get himself a reversal. Nope, they're going to give him an escape, just an escape, not a reversal. Thought he was going to get control there and get over on top, but he didn't. As Klein able to get to his feet, so the 3 back points and then the escape for Denny will make it to 10-1 in favor of Klein. And the second period will come to an end. So the one thing we've learned about Klein right now is that he certainly wants to. Okay, so they did give the 1 point to Denny earlier on the locked hands by Klein. So it should be 10-2, and they're going to start Denny down here in this third period. As Klein chose to be up. Klein very good at just getting Denny to his belly, and once he does, he goes to work on that left arm. There he snaps him down. Now again, he pulls that left arm back up and in. Got it wretched behind the back, as you can see, and he'll try to use that to leverage Denny over onto his back. And he's done a good job, though, each time that's happened of giving up back points, but be able to fight staying completely off his back. Again, just working and wrenching on that arm. Kind of looking over at his coaches for some instructions here. Trying to tell him what he needs to do. Now he'll wrap and pull the head. And there he starts to roll him over again. No back points awarded yet, as Denny's done a good job of bracing himself. Now he tried to roll through, got himself onto his back. Klein trying to lock it in and trying to cinch that one in. Denny trying to fight off his back. Giving up back points already. And there it is. And Klein will win by full for the Gilbert Tigers. Denny fought hard. Got himself onto his back 4 different times in the match, and that's going to be a tough one to come out of. So Brandon Denny losing here today by fall to Brady Klein. And now Gilbert again open at 220 and at 285. Next matchup we should be Ian Dreesen against Matthew Shuka at the 106-pound weight class. Brent Wardemont picking up the win there by forfeit. And now, well, even though they don't have anybody on their roster at that weight class, Gilbert going to send out a wrestler here. And right now, it looks like the Tigers may not be sending anybody out at this weight class. Oh, nope, that is... My apologies, that is Zach Byrink that came out. He came out through the Gilbert side, and I didn't realize that he had the Carroll uniform on. I just saw where he came from. So Zach Byrink picks up the win by fall, or by forfeit, I should say. Now that'll bring us to the 106-pound weight class with Ian Dreesen taking on Matthew Shuka. Should have the 113 yet to go. Dylan Waito will take on Blake Briley. Matchup of a couple of freshmen in that one, but here we're at the 106-pound weight class. This should be an exciting one. Again, Shuka against Dreesen. We are underway. Those guys going up high. We're going to see which one will make that first move to get inside. Dreesen moving backwards right now pushing forwards. Shuka tries to snap through, but Dreesen stays locked in and will go out of bounds. Good job by Ian to not allow Shuka to throw him by and then try to get in behind him for the takedown. Shuka again trying to get that arm, and you can tell he kind of wants to try that throw-by move. He's setting himself up for it, but Dreesen able to keep his base solid. Now Shuka will step in. He's going to get the 2 legs. Is he going to get the takedown? There it is. Was able to get the double leg takedown and then slid back in behind for those 2 points. And a 2-0 lead here for Shuka of Gilbert early on. Dreesen able to get to his waist, and now we're going to have a time call as they'll bring him back in. We're going to have a blood time. Let's see who that one is on, and I think that one's going to be on Ian Dreesen. He's got a bloody nose. And they'll walk him over to the scorer's table and try and get him cleaned up. Finishing up that cleanup on Ian Dreesen. He's got the cotton swabs now in both the nostrils as they had to clean him up pretty good. It's like he's wiping the sweat away from his eyes, but he is chuckling down there as he talks with head coach Eric Nagel. Eric's done a fantastic job with this Carroll program, and the thing that's really exciting is that he's got a lot of young kids really excited about it. Eric, a passionate guy about wrestling, and he's brought that passion to these young kids. Carroll program, I think, on its way up. Dreesen will start down here. Trailing it here 2-0 to Shuka. Shuka trying to stay in behind as Dreesen got himself to his feet, and Ian able to get the escape. He'll pick up the 1 point and be down now by a score of 2-1. Good job of getting to his feet, and now Dreesen going to come in. Going in up high. Shuka had a nice double leg takedown here in earlier in the period. That's how he had that 2-0 lead. Dreesen still working high. Shuka trying to get those arms interlocked in there as well. He tried a couple of snap buys earlier, but was unsuccessful on both of them. We'll see if he tries another one here. There went down to a knee, and now again tries to go down, and Dreesen that time able to counter it. If Ian can slide in behind, they're going to call it neutral right now as both guys on the edge of the mat. And now they're going to call him out of bounds before Shuka able to slide in off to the side. Dreesen almost that time was able to counter and get in behind and pick up the point, was just unable to do it. Bring them both out to the middle, and they're going to start them up top, and the first period will come to an end. Shuka on top here right now, still 2-1 our score. Start the second period, and Dreesen going to get the choice, and he is going to choose down. So Ian will choose down here to start the second period. Dreesen again got to his feet, trying to get in there and get those hands unlocked. If he can get the hands free, he might be able to pick up an escape, but he'll be pushed out of bounds. Dreesen was able to find his way free right on the edge of the mat late there in that first period. Cut his deficit to 2-1. And this time he's unable to get to his feet as Shuka got his weight up top early. Dreesen again trying to get to his base, trying to get to his feet. Shuka trying to keep that weight up and trying to keep him down on his knees at least. Dreesen can now use that to his advantage and have Shuka come off the side. Now Shuka trying to wrap up and trying to get into that cradle. He's almost got it cinched. Dreesen trying to fight out of it. And he's got it locked in. He's got Ian rolled over onto his back, and there's the win by fall for Matthew Shuka of Gilbert. He'll win by fall. And we'll move on to the 113-pound weight class. Again, cannot see the scores table. We're just catching up with this Carroll matchup here. There's the scores table again. Catching up with this Carroll matchup after the Kuemper matchup earlier today. Finished up early. And bring you some of the Carroll match. At 113 pounds, our wrestlers are scheduled to be Blake Briley from Gilbert, but he does not seem to be coming out on the floor. And that means that Dylan Fado will pick up the win by fall, or by forfeit, excuse me, and our matchup will be over. Again, came into this match late, so folks, we apologize. We will not have the team score for you here, but we're just trying to bring you as many of the Carroll matches there as we could. We'll have the Coon Rapids matchup with Woodward Granger. That'll be coming up next. We're going to move you over now to the third mat again, as we had scheduled to do the Woodward Granger and the Coon Rapids of Bayard matchup here today. They are back over on mat 3, trying to get you at least one matchup, or most of a matchup anyway, with our local teams at the Ogden Dual Tournament. Coon Rapids Bayard scheduled to take on Woodward Granger at 100, or at this time right now, 126-pound matchup. Jimmy Harney scheduled for Woodward Granger. And for Coon Rapids Bayard, they would be open at the 126 weight class. And that is what the scheduled opening weight is. In Coon Rapids Bayard right now, with 8 guys wrestling, they will have 6 open weight classes. The guys wrestling for Coon is Michael Hoffman at 106, Patrick McAllister at 113. They've got Christian Hilgenberg at 120, Liam McAllister at 132, Zach Evans at 138, Logan Amani at 145, Spencer Winnett at 160, and Austin Gosh at 170. Woodward Granger open at 132, open at 152, and open at 160, but they forfeited an awful lot of matches against Kuemper here just a little bit ago. Christian Hilgenberg going to come out on the mat, and we got a young man from Woodward Granger who looks a little confused out here. And now the official coming out here to find out what the issue is. I think the kid that came out on the mat came out at 126 thinking there was going to be a forfeit. And now head coach Dave Means making his way over towards the scores table. So the young man from Woodward who is out on the mat to start with looks like a young freshman. I think we'll pick up the win by forfeit, and now at 1:32, Christian Hilgenberg scheduled to go for Coon Rapids Bayard. Or excuse me, at 1:32, that should be Liam Neeson, but Hilgenberg scheduled out there. He was going to wrestle at 1:26. I think what happened was he moved up to 1:26. That was the weight they were supposed to start on, and there's always a little confusion sometimes at these big tournaments. Now Hilgenberg going to step off the mat. We still don't know who won anything here because both wrestlers that came out on the mat to start have stepped off and both taken their headgear off. So now we're going to move into the next weight class. Should be Liam McAllister at 1:32 for Coon Rapids Bayard. And he is going to win by forfeit here. We'll bring you more wrestling coverage this year, folks, where we'll get a lot more matchups in. Zach Evans now coming in at 1:38. Should take on Roger Sperling from Woodward Granger. Zach, a very aggressive wrestler, so this should be an interesting matchup here. He likes to come out and be very aggressive. Evans and Sperling going at it up top here on mat number 3. This should be a very good matchup here. Two good wrestlers going at it. Evans likes to just use that strength and quickness to his advantage. It's Sperling right now able to wrestle with him and shoves him up against the mat, and they'll be out of bounds. And they'll come back into the middle. These two guys, I think, wanting a chance at each other. Now the official will bring them over to the scores table. Do we have a blood time coming up already for Zach Evans? Now Zach the other night did have an issue at their home meet down at Coon. They did have some blood. They are cleaning both guys up. That is the issue right now for Zach Evans. He got that forehead diced open the other night down at their home matchup. Head coach Dave Means, who's going to do a great job, I think, with his Coon program. Dave, very passionate, very knowledgeable about wrestling, and just got to get the numbers right now. 6 open weight classes really hurting this Coon Rapids Bayard team. They need to get, hopefully can get Levi Pingree back. Levi, an outstanding wrestler for him, injured in that opening night of matches. We're back to action here. Minute 33 to go, first period. See if the Woodward coaches can sit for us here for a second so we can see the action a little better as Evans and Sperling going at it. Evans now gets in, gets a hold of the leg. If he can get out now as he's gotten down, still no award. Neither guy has got an advantage here. It's Sperling able to quickly wrap in around the leg. Evans trying to drive through. He's got to get that leg cleared and get the head out. And now it's going to end up being potentially that Sperling may end up getting the takedown if he can get himself out. Still saying it's neutral. Is Zach able to get back to his feet and now tries to roll out and roll him through. Now he'll sit out and try and roll through. Still no points awarded to either wrestler. And there it is. There's the 2-point takedown for Zach Evans as he's able to roll out and get up on top. So Evans will take a 2-0 lead with 40 seconds to go here in the first period of play. Sperling now sitting out, got a hold of that right leg, but Evans able to kind of power him down. Right over near the edge of the mat, as you can see as we zoom out. Evans again trying to use that strength to wrestle him down, and Sperling trying to get a hold of the hands and get himself free. And Evans now able to power him down to the ground. 15 seconds to go here in the period as Evans trying to roll him over. He's got him low, needs to slide up just a little bit. Now he'll come up, tries to pull that left arm out, and now Sperling going to try and roll out, but Evans does a good job of keeping contact. First period down to 2 seconds as Sperling almost, and will be awarded the 2 for the reversal. The clock has expired. But they didn't have anybody come out and tell the official. And I'll tell you what, I'm wondering if that reversal came after the first period actually came to an end. The guy on the scorer's table actually come running out onto the mat along with the Woodward Granger coaches, and head coach Dave Means coming over to check too. So we may have this being 2-0 because the first period may came to an end before that reversal was awarded. And again, you're supposed to have somebody go out and tap the official, and nobody did that. And they will keep it at 2-0. Evans with the lead as we start this second period. Sperling trying to spin himself there. There he'll pick up the 2-point reversal. He was able to sit out and just get himself loose and then in and behind. So he ties this one at 2-2. We'll see how Evans does. Didn't get a chance to see Zach wrestle really from the bottom the other night. So this will be a different experience. They've lost the wrestlers in behind everybody. I know they're locked together, and Zach trying to fight his way free the way it looks. You see Sperling's legs up top, and there's going to be the 2-point reversal for Evans. He'll take a 4-2 lead, able to fight his way out and slide through. Good job that time by Evans, showing the strength. Now he looks like he's trying to slide over to the side. He's going to try and pull that left arm out from underneath. Get Sperling down off his base. Sperling again trying to sit out, and now will sit out. He's going to try and slide in behind. Evans trying to dig through. And again, that time Evans did a wise job of sitting out and rolling out himself as Sterling was trying to roll out and roll in behind and get on top. 50 seconds to go here in the second period. Evans with a 4-2 lead, keeping the pressure down on the head now, trying to keep Sterling down. He's got that right hand right on top of the head, trying to pull with the left arm and try and pull him over. Sterling, though, able to get those knees up, now bridging with the head. Evans trying to roll him over. Now both wrestlers will sit out. 30 seconds to go. Zach trying to roll him over. Doesn't have a lot of time to work with here, as Evans has got that right arm really locked in, and now he'll sit out, and he's going to get, well, he hasn't got the reversal yet, as Evans got him on the headlock, got him onto his back, and he'll pick up some back points here. Evans going to pick up at least a couple of back points if he doesn't come over the fall, and he is going to get it. It was blocked. They're going to check the scores table. And Zach Evans, I think, going to get the win by fall here. And that will be the count. Great job there by Evans right at the end of that period. He was able to get him to the ground and get him pinned just as it looked like Sterling was going to get the reversal. Zach able to roll all the way through again, and it pinned Sterling to the ground and got the pin with under a second or about a second to go in that period. So the victory for Zach Evans. Logan DeMandy now going to get a win by forfeit for Coon Rapids Bayard. Crusaders open at 152. So is Woodward Granger. Spencer Winnett, the scheduled wrestler for CRB at 160 pounds. He'll head out onto the mat. Woodward Granger is open at 160. So he should get awarded a forfeit victory here. Again, a lot of open weight classes over here today, folks. So we're just trying to bring you what we can for wrestling coverage. And they're still trying to figure things out over here. Let's pan over to the scores table. Shouldn't take this long to get a forfeit in, but Spencer's still standing over there at the scores table. Sometimes you get these big tournaments with all these different mats going, and scores tables guys don't usually run scores table. And now Winnett getting himself the victory. We should have a matchup at 170. Ashton Cooker for Woodward Granger could take on Austin Gosh, a freshman for Coon. We'll see if Gosh is going to wrestle here, and here he comes on out. Crusaders lost a tough one earlier today to Kuemper, 48-33. Just wrestled Clark. Have not had a chance to catch up with head coach Dave Means to find out how they did in that matchup. That was out in Mat 4, and that was while Kuemper and Carroll were wrestling here indoors, the two we already had on tape. So we're underway here. Cooker against Gosh. Gosh giving up that right leg, and Cooper going to take him down. He'll pick up the 2 points for the takedown. And Cooper again, just Gosh got to his feet, and then he just picks him up and slams him to the mat. I haven't put the 2 points on the board, but I saw the official award that 2-point takedown here a little bit ago on the initial. And now Cooper trying to get in between the legs. Gosh does a good job of fighting himself off the mat. First period will stop here as they go out of bounds with 1:20 to go. Our score is 2-0 right now in favor of Woodward Granger. Gosh will get to his feet and then gonna have that right leg taken away as he'll go back down on all fours. Gosh gonna try and fight himself back up, and Cooper again will just slam him out of bounds, and they'll bring him back into the middle. 1:11 to go in this first period of play. First period. And again, Cooper right now just throwing Gosh around. We don't have Cooper's grade on the thing, but he's a much more experienced wrestler as again they duck in behind the coaches over there. Cooper trying to get over to the side. He's got him rolled over. Gosh on the back, giving up back points. He's got to fight his way through. He's trying to bridge as best he can, but he's in a tough spot here. And now he will. He'll fight his way through. He'll give up the 3 back points, so he's going to go down now 5-0. But great job that time by Gosh. I thought he was going to get pinned there, but he's able to fight his way back. And got himself back on his feet, or at least back on his belly anyway, and out of the pinning predicament. Gosh again trying to work his way around. Pick up that right leg and dump him. Got him rolled over, but again Gosh able to roll over onto his belly. Now Cougar trying to roll him onto his back as the first period down to 8 seconds. We'll see, is he going to give up any back points here? And he does. He's giving up at least 3. If he can get through this first period, he will. But he's going to find himself behind here, 8-0. So Austin Gosh, the freshman, getting some experience over here at the Ogden tournament. Wrestling at 170 pounds here today. So they'll both start up here in the second period. Gosh trying to get low. He wanted to go on a leg, but Cooker would not allow it. Had too much control up top. Now they'll head over towards the edge, and now Cooker will push him back into the middle of the mat. Cooker trying to set up a move here. He'd like to go down. He's just going to pull him down to the mat. And then good job that time. A 2-point takedown going to be given by Gosh. Cooker pulled him to the ground, but Gosh able to slide out and then got on top. And now we're going to get a reversal for Cooker. We'll put him up 10-2. You couldn't see it, but I could kind of glance away from the camera for a second and see Cooker get that reversal as the coach is kind of blocking our view right now. Cooker again trying to get that arm and trying to roll him over. Gosh has done a good job today of fighting to stay on his belly. He's gotten over on his back a couple of times, but he's fallen out of pinning predicaments. And now I'll bring him back into the middle of the mat as both guys goes off the match. Cooker again able to get Gosh, as you see, to the ground. Got him over on the edge of the mat. Head coach Dave Means right there in the camera. Watching his young freshman in Gosh battle here in the second period. Down 10-2, 25 seconds left in this period. Now, Gosh going to get himself the escape. Cooker kind of didn't feel like he had anything there and kind of left him go. Down to 10 seconds, 10-3 our score. Cooker going to go in, tried to get a leg. Gosh then tried to power him down by his head, but Cooker will get the 2-point takedown. He slides the head out and gets on top, and the second period will end. And Cooker on top here by a score of 12-3. So if you're Gosh right now. You want to try and stay off your back. That's going to be tough. He's going to have to try and sit up here as quick as he can. I'm sure Kuemper, who will start on top, will try and get him down right away. And he does. And they're going to go off the mat, so they'll bring him back in. Lucky break that time for Austin Gosh as he had gotten himself onto his back. But luckily they were just off the mat. That'll bring him back into the middle. Gosh again will be brought down and now tries to slide through. He's got him. Almost got out of it. I'm say it was nobody in control, and now back on top is Kuemper. He'll roll him over. He's going to pick up some near fall points, and there is the pin. And it'll be Austin Gosh falling here today to Ashton at Kuemper from Woodward Granger by fall, but a hard-fought match that time by Gosh. He was going to get some pats on the back by some outstanding coaches for Coon Rapids Bayard, Dave Means and Steve Kedwalder. They'll coach this young man up. Crusaders now open at 182, 195, 220, and 285. So Woodward Granger will pick up a bunch of wins by forfeit there. Thank you very much. Ogden dual tournament here on this Saturday afternoon. Jeff Blankman. Again, we'll have this, as you know, broadcast on CBTV. We'll also let you know it's available on our Facebook pages and on our website as well. It's the Ogden dual wrestling tournament on Saturday, December the 8th. 3 area teams over here wrestling today in Kuemper, at Carroll, and in at Coon Rapids Bayard. Right now we're covering the Coon Rapids Bayard match. We fought the Kuemper matchup with Woodward Granger earlier, and then part of the Carroll and Gilbert matchup. Should be able to bring you one more Carroll matchup here today before we wrap up our coverage for the day. Should get down into the low weight classes here. Micah Hoffman scheduled to go at 106 for Coon Rapids Bayard. Micah getting ready to step out on the mat. He will be wrestling against the Woodward Granger's Caleb Noel. Both wrestlers now checking in over at the scores table. A lot of dead time when you have this many open weight classes. We'll video record the ESAC Coon Rapids Bayard matchup as Thursday night down in Coon, and then we'll get the finals of the Tiger Night Invitational. We're underway here at 106 pounds. Caleb Noel against Micah Hoffman. No score here. And at 35 to go, and now Hoffman going to pick up the 2 points for the takedown. Hoffman with that 2-point takedown. We'll zoom in and get you a little bit closer here. Trying to get him off his base now. He's thrown him over onto his belly. He's got the hands locked now. He's going to roll him over. And rolling right over that time was Noel, so no back points awarded. And now Hoffman again trying to get that cradle and trying to get him rolled over. Now he's got him locked up top. He'll roll him over. Can he cinch it in? No back points awarded there either, as Noel able to quickly get back down to his belly. And luckily the cheerleaders now getting out of our way. Hoffman again trying to roll him over, and again Noel's done a good job. Hoffman just not got enough leverage to be able to flip him over and get those back points awarded. Still up 2-0 here with 35 seconds to go in the first period. Again trying to roll him over. Noel able to get back to his feet and then has that left arm pulled out from underneath him. Hoffman again trying to pull him over. 20 seconds to go. He's got him on the edge of the mat. May need to try and pull him back into the middle in case he can get him on his back. There he will. He'll slide him back towards the middle of the mat a little bit. Now he'll try and pull it. Now we're going to have Both wrestlers come back in. They called it a stalemate, not enough activity, and they'll bring it back into the middle. 9.8 seconds left in this first period. Coon Rapids Bayard at wrestling Woodward Grange here. Hoffman right away throws Knoll back down to the mat. And the first period will come to an end with Mike Hoffman from Coon Rapids Bayard on top here, 2-0. And Woodward Granger's Knoll will get the choice here. Looks like he's going to start up. Hoffman takes a quick walk over to the edge of the mat. He'll come back in. They're going to stab them both up. Hoffman tried to get in there in that double leg takedown. He's got him up, and he's got it. And a 2-point takedown from Micah Hoffman. Hoffman now with a 4-2 lead. Knoll able to roll over onto his belly. And now tries to get up on all four. Hoffman trying to roll him over. He's got him over. Can he lock it in? He's picking up back points. But again, Knoll able to roll through. We're going to get at least a couple of back points. Now Knoll again on his back, trying to bridge himself out. This time I think Mike has got it locked in. He does, and they'll pick up the win by fall. Way to stay with it that time. Mike and Knoll for the Coon Rapids Bayard Crusaders. He'll pick up the win by fall here today. That'll bring up the 113-pound weight class. It should be Patrick McAllister. McAllister this time going to wrestle against Riley Saxton. Patrick, the younger brother of Marty McAllister, had a fantastic career for Coon Rapids Bayard. Quickly in the takedown there by Saxton. Saxton trying to work up high here, trying to get those arms locked in. Looking for a half Nelson. Got that left arm locked in. He's trying to roll McAllister over. He's picking up back points. McAllister trying to fight it off. Right now, Saxton in good shape. He's got everything locked in. He's got his weight coming over. McAllister trying to fight. He's just not to slide a little bit further. He's already got 3 back points awarded. He'll be up 5-0, but he's going to get the win by fall. As Patrick McAllister for Coon Rapids Bayard will lose that matchup by fall. Clark of Osceola defeating Coon Rapids Bayard earlier today, 33-30. Now he's over on mat 4. Christian Hogenberg's match already done, so we are done here today with the matchup between Coon Rapids Bayard and at Woodward Granger. Again, we'll bring you that Carroll Tiger matchup coming up just a little bit later. Tigers is scheduled to take on the hometown team in Ogden. That one is scheduled to get underway here in just a little bit. That'll be our next match right here on CB. 5th round of this tournament coming up today over here in Ogden. Again, it is the Ogden Dual Tournament. The Carroll Tigers getting set to take on the home team here today in Ogden. Tigers 1-2 so far on the day. Opened up losing to Humboldt today 57-12, and then fell to Gilbert, or beat Gilbert I should say, in their third match 43-37. Dropped their second match today 38-36, so they enter their final match here during the round robin play. Taking on Ogden. We'll start off at 132 pounds. Ryan Elmquist will start it off against Austin McLeod. And McLeod able to get the takedown. He'll get the 2-point takedown points. Now picking up some back points. He'll get at least 2 there. And now they still count. Maybe get 3 as Tigers in a little bit of trouble here. Nice way of rolling through that time by Ryan Elmquist. But we are going to have points, and then Elmquist picks himself up a reversal. Again, cannot see the clock or the scoreboard on this second mat here. We'll be able to bring you the action between Carroll and Ogden, and now Elmquist going to roll himself around, and he'll get a takedown as well. Should be up right now by a score of 7-2 as they come out of bounds, and they'll bring both wrestlers into the middle of the mat. This tournament held again on Saturday, December the 8th over in Ogden. It's their dual tournament. Elmquist is starting down here. Tried to get on his backside. Wanted to come out and try and get a reversal. Nothing there. Now he'll get on his base. McLeod will bring him back down to his belly. Trying to get that left arm wrapped up in behind. Elmquist right now trying to wrench that right hand in there. But McLeod can't use it to his advantage. And now Elmquist still on his belly, trying to get over onto that side. Wants to try and find a way to squeeze out here and get a reversal. Down 7-2. McLeod now gets his weight, tried to get his weight shifted over. Wanted to get over on the right side of Elmquist and rolled him over, but was unable to do it. Elmquist trying to fight his way back up, but riding high right now is McLeod, keeping that weight down. Now Elmquist tries to roll himself out. Again, McLeod staying high, not allowing him to get to his base. Now he'll get to his knees and is on all fours. As you see the young man coming out to inform the official, the first period about to end. And it will end with McLeod on top here by a score of 7-2 as they go out of bounds. Still some time left here in the first period. Elmquist will start down. And McLeod will try and roll him over as the first period does come to an end. 7-2 our score here at the end of the first period. Austin McLeod from Ogden with a 7-2 lead over Ryan Elmquist. So Elmquist will start on top here to start the second period. Fling McLeod around, trying to work over to the left side, trying to keep McLeod off his base. He's got him back down on his belly, trying to get that right arm up and through. Trying to figure out which side. I think he may try to work the left side here. He's trying to pull that left arm back and over, and he's got it now pulled up and over. We'll see if he can use that to flip him over. McLeod trying to fight his way the other way. Trying to go with it, not get rolled over. Now trying to get up to his base as Elmquist lost that arm. Now able to trip him and get him back down on his belly. We'll see if he goes back under the arm or if he's going to try and reach through. He's trying different things. Looked like he wanted to use the cradle but wasn't going to be able to get there. Now and an arm bar trying to wrap him around. Elmquist tries to roll out and spin, but again Elmquist able to sit out and then able to get a hold of that left hand and pull it back up in behind. He's got the right hand wrapped up underneath, putting some pressure on that head as he's going to get a chicken wing and try and pull him over. Elmquist not able to hold on to the chicken wing, and McLeod able to get that arm free. But Elmquist doing a good job of staying on top, staying aggressive here in the second period. Down right now by a score of 7-2. Needs to get out in front just a little bit more so he can get some more leverage to try and roll him over. McLeod will spin his way through, almost gets free, and will pick up the 1 point for the escape. Both at neutral now, and they'll go out of bounds and bring them back into the middle with McLeod from Ogden on top here by a score of 8-2. Jeff Blankman with you here from the Ogden tournament today. Again, these matches will also be posted on our website and on our Facebook page. And now Elmquist trying to get down there. He's kind of stumbled and almost stumbled into a position to be able to get a double A takedown, but didn't have any balance in there. Now he shoots in nicely. Got a hold of that leg, but McLeod able to counter it and get the legs wrapped. They're going to call it even right now. No points awarded for either one. And now it looks like McLeod has got Elmquist in some trouble, and he's going to be saved there as the second period comes to an end. 8-2, McLeod with the lead here as we get set to start the third period. Both wrestlers will start up. Again, Elmquist tried to snap in there, was unable to. Trying to fight down underneath. McLeod counters it, both wrestlers on their knees. Now they'll get back up, hand wrestling in there. Both guys trying to get a hold of those wrists, and now McLeod goes in for a single leg. He's got it. Now reaches out for the second leg, goes back to the single leg. And now he'll use the feet and he'll trip him. And he'll come out on top, and he's going to pick up the 2 point takedown to take a 10-2 lead. shot in there, got a hold of that right leg, and then couldn't get the double leg, so he went with the single leg. And then when Elmquist was on his feet trying to hop around, just couldn't get hopped far enough away. And McLeod wisely sweeps that foot out from underneath him and gets him down to the ground. McLeod here with this 10-2 lead. Up top now. And to get in there. Looks like he wants to set up for a half Nelson. Now he's trying to roll him around. Trying to flip him over. Elmquist doing a good job fighting his way back up to his base. Now tries to sit out and is thrown back to his belly. McLeod not going after any arm right now, just got him wrapped around the waist. Now he's coming up high, trying to get his feet inside. Try and flatten him out. We'll see if he'll start to work. Now he's going to go in for a full Nelson. He backs away from the full Nelson and goes back down around the waist. Going to try and roll him over if he can. Elmquist doing a good job of staying on that shoulder, and now Elmquist wisely was going to try a roll-out move. If he could have been able to stay in bounds, he might have been able to roll out that time and almost had gotten himself free. He'll come back to the middle. 10-2 the lead right now. And that will be the end of the match here. And McLeod will pick up a 10-2 victory. Elmquist loses 10-2. Now we'll put Ogden on top here as we'll move into the 138-pound weight class. Sam Castle scheduled to go for Carroll Tankers. He'll take on Jimmy Foster for Ogden Bulldogs. And actually, that is Dirks that has come in. Israel Dirks going to move in and wrestle here at 138. So Castle not wrestling, and Israel Dirks now is going to step in. We'll shake hands and we're underway. Dirks did a good job sitting out. Now as him rolled over, Israel has been wrestling really well this year. Very physical, very aggressive out on the mat. Good matchup with him and Foster. Dirks locked in up high. These guys trying to get a hold of the head. Now snap through move by Dirks. Dirks going to be able to take him down, and Israel going to be awarded the 2 points for the takedown. Nice power move that time by Israel Dirks. Israel now trying to come up top, work that hand up underneath there and see if he can't roll him over. Foster's got his left arm kind of locked in there, so he's going to have a hard time shifting that weight. And to try and work that left arm free if he can. If he get that left arm free, he might be able to get over there. He's going for a half Nelson. He can get that left arm free. He's got it free now. Now he reaches out and takes the hand away. He's going to try and chop that arm back down and get Foster off his base. Wanted to reach through for a cradle, nothing there. And now Foster going to get to his feet, and Dirk's going to snap him back down to all four. Both guys right in the middle of the mat, exactly where Dirks wants him for right now. Got to try and work over to Assad, and there he goes. Now he's going to work over to the left side. He's going to try and roll it. He's pulling that arm over. He's going to try and pull him over, but Foster right now keeping his base pretty solid. Dirks needs to get just a little bit more weight up forward to be able to snap him across. First period getting close to coming to an end here. Dirks with that 2-0 lead has not been able to pick up some back points, but has showed to be the better wrestler on his feet. Foster has done a good job when down on his base or on his belly of not allowing himself to be flipped. So we'll go into the second period here, 1-0. Our score. Wrestlers will start the second period. 2-0 again. Dirks with the lead. Israel getting that takedown. And now Foster again goes in for the legs. Dirks able to get out of it, and then they'll go out of bounds, bringing him back in. Foster going after the double leg takedown. Try and snap him by, does again, and is going to get another 2-point takedown. As Israel now on top 4-0. He's trying to roll him over. He's going to pick up some back points, and there is the fall. Israel Dirks will win by fall here today. So a good win for Dirks. That'll pick up the Tigers 6 points there, which should move into the 152-pound weight class as Jacob Mason working his way up. Jacob Mason now going to go for the Carroll Tigers. He'll be wrestling against the Boone's Michael Jennings as we get set to go here at the 152-pound weight class. Mason got a hand in behind the head. Now they're trying to grapple, and Jennings just going to try and force him down to the ground, and will. If he slides back around, he'll pick up the 2 points. It's a job by Mason to get back to his feet. Now Mason trying to power him down, and Mason going to take him down, and there will be the 2-point takedown for Jacob Mason. Mason with the 2 points. They'll take a 2-0 lead. Now trying to reach through and lock in that cradle. He's almost got it hooked up, but won't. He's trying to roll him over. Now goes for the cradle. And it almost got it locked in. Can he roll him through? Jake's got to be careful, because if Jennings gets his head out, he might be able to get a reversal. And there is the 2-point reversal for Jennings. We're tied now at 2 apiece here in the first period. 152-pound weight class. Jacob Mason from Carroll wrestling Michael Jennings from Ogden, and now Jennings trying to roll Mason over. Jake trying to counter that, trying to get that leg up, but and he's done a good job of getting back to his base. Did not give up any back points. That was a critical situation there for Jacob Mason after giving up that reversal. They'll bring him back into the middle. And Mason will have to start here on the bottom. Jennings will come in on top. 2-2 our score here in the first period. Jennings able to snap Mason down after he tried to roll out and get into that reversal. And now Jacob again trying to fight through. He's got a arm in there. Now we're going to call him potentially dangerous, and they'll stop him. Jennings again just takes Jake down to the ground when Mason starts on the bottom. Mason trying to work his way to his base. He reaches through, gets a hold of an arm, and he's going to be pulled back down. And the first period running out of time here. And Mason will take a 4-2 lead into the second period. So Jake choosing both guys up. Mason feeling comfortable about his ability to get in there and attack. Goes after that single leg. Jennings countered it and now has him wrapped up. But neither guy's awarded a point, and there is the 2 points for Jennings. And 2 back points as well for Jennings. That'll put him on top here, 6-4. Mason trying to fight his way here as he's got himself back up to his base. And now Jennings got him wrapped in a cradle. He'll pick up at least 2 more back points. Jennings was riding high that time as Mason got up, and Jake couldn't stand up and power out of it, and ended up getting rolled up almost into a pinning predicament, but able to pull himself out of that pretty quickly. And now Jennings going to work on that right arm, really flattening him out. We'll see if he'll try to pull that arm back through. He's not going to, as Mason shows some strength to kind of power through that. Jennings now trying to reach through. He's got both hands on that right ankle of Mason, trying to work Mason back down. Got the leg wrapped through it again, and he's going to roll Jake. Jake trying to bridge. He'll bridge himself over and able to snap back to his base, but he's going to give up 2 more back points. And Jennings has done a very good job of really controlling Mason this time on the mat. He's picked up 3 different back points and now has a 10-4 lead. Again, could not see the clock or score here. You know, we're in the second period, and the second period beginning to come to an end. Jennings with an arm bar. Got a hold of that left hand, but the second period will come to an end. Jennings will have the opportunity to choose here. And he's going to choose down. Surprised there, but he chose down. Must feel comfortable about his ability to get himself free. And now we're going to have a warning. Going to go against Mason. Start the third period, and Jennings right away able to get the 2-point reversal. He's back in behind Mason. Jake right now in a little bit of trouble. He's exerted quite a bit of effort here in this matchup. A lot of it there, especially late in that second period. Mason sitting on all 4 now, trying to pull himself out. He's got a nice lock around the leg if he can just get the head out. Jennings trying to ride high, and now Mason trying to flip him over. He can get that right arm out. He's going to stand up. He'll pick him up. Can't quite get him thrown to the mat, as Jennings has still got a lock around the head, but if Jake can get that head out, there is the 2-point reversal. Good job by Mason to fight his way through and get the reversal. Should make it now 12-6 in favor of Mason, and now Mason has got Jennings almost in the cradle, but he loses him, and now Jennings on top. He's picking up back points, and there's the win by fall. So Mason had a great move here a moment ago to almost counter and get him in, but he ends up losing by fall here. Tigers have lost 2 of the first 3 matches here in this matchup with Ogden. Tigers should be open at 160, and then they'll wrestle Casey Howard at 170. Looks like Bender maybe going to come in here. First. Pick up the 2 points there. He'll take a 2-0 lead. Talked with Coach Nagel before the matchup. So these wrestlers stepped it up a little bit in that last match, in which they knocked off Gilbert, really controlling Gilbert with a pretty comfortable win, winning that one 43-37. Now both wrestlers off the mat. Bring them back into the middle here in the first period. Bender, wrap down through. Wheelock going for Ogden. And another 2-point takedown for Bender. Bender trying to get that cradle locked in. Now we'll switch over. Trying to roll him over. He's got him from behind. He's got that over. Now he just needs to snap back. Wheelock trying to get a hold of the leg. And now Brady going to try and roll him over here. He's got him rolled over, but the period coming to an end. And now we're going to have an escape by Wheelock. As the period comes to an end, and both wrestlers will move back into the middle of the mat. We'll get started here in this second period. Bender trying to get in behind, and they're going to end up going out of bounds. Almost had him. Good strong move that time by Brady Bender. Coach wasn't for sure if Brady was going to go, so I thought they'd be open at 160. But he ended up wrestling and has done a good job here today. Bender with the lead. Back Wheelock out, now snaps him down. Wheelock able to keep just enough distance not to allow Bender to get back on top to pick up any takedown points. Again, unable to see the scoreboard or clock from our vantage point here today on this middle mat. Reaches out, tries to pull him in so he can get a hold of that heel. Reach down, does have a hold of it. Now he's got the one leg. He's going to have to trip him. He trips him down, and he'll pick up the 2 points for the takedown. Wheelock, though, does not go down. And finally now down on his base. Then they're going to try and roll him. He's got him on the edge of the mat. He should see if he can drag him in, but they're going to call out of bounds. They'll bring them both back in. Bender did a good job that time getting in at the leg. So Bender again will start up top. Roll him over, and now he's going to pick up some mat points here. Can he get the pin? He's got it locked in, and there it is. And Brady Bender will win by fall here today for the Carroll Tigers. Nice win by Bender at 160. So that should bring us to the 170 pound. Tigers not going to have anybody. Casey Howard now going to come out for the Tigers at 170. Casey at 170 will wrestle against Henry Hegland from Ogden. Huge tournament over here in Ogden today. 10 teams at this. They split it into 2 pools of 5. You wrestle the other 4 teams in your pool, and then depending on where you place, That's who you wrestle against in the other bracket, the other pool. So Kuemper took second in their pool today. Tigers with a win here could get third in their pool. At the 170-pound weight class, Henry Heglin going for Ogden, the hometown team, against Casey Howard for Carroll. Still scoreless early on. Howard now trying to go low. Wanted to reach in there and get a hold of a leg. Couldn't. Staying aggressive, though, up top. Heglin kind of feeling him out. I think he's trying to wait to see if Casey will make a mistake. Now he's going in, got a hold of the leg, and Howard back away from it. He is trying to. And Howard will get out of there, and he'll get out of bounds, and they're going to bring him back into the middle as they call a stalemate. Both guys, again, will start on their feet. Howard trying to get control up top. Wheelock trying to pull down on the head. Just to try and snap him by or pull him in and then probably slide in behind. Both guys just working up top near the middle. Now they'll break for a moment and come right back to that lock position. Midway to late in this first period. We'll see the young man there in the blue getting up. He's going to come out and tell the official that we're almost done with the first period here. Still scoreless. Casey Howard going for the Tigers. Tried to get in there, add a leg, nothing there. And now the first period will come to an end. And Casey Howard will start up to start this second period. His choice, and he'll start up. We'll see here what Anglin and how he tries to counter. Howard right away. Just trying to get that weight up top now and allowing him to try and stand up. He tried to sit out and then tried to roll out. Now he's trying to roll out again. Howard's got him locked in. He's picking up back points. Casey Howard has got him in a pinning predicament, but can't hold him there, and he'll let him out. Casey will pick up 3 there, and he'll take a 5-0 lead. Howard's got Wheelock now in some trouble. Gets up to his feet, and now Wheelock's got a hold of the leg. Casey, he's got to keep a hold of that head. He's got the shoulder locked in, but now there's going to be the 2-point reversal. Is Wheelock able to get himself out of there? We have a blood timeout. Back to action here as the wrestlers cleaned up, and Howard now trying to start from the bottom. Wheelock trying to get him, and Howard fights his way free. And now going to slide in back behind to get control here. If he does, he'll pick up some extra points. Casey trying to flip him over. We'll get a 2-point reversal in there. Howard extends his lead here. Got that leg locked down through. Wheelock will not let go of it though. As Howard trying to work up top, needs to get that leg out if he can. Now he's got him flat down on the ground. Casey in control. He'll slide over to the side, still trying to get that leg out. And now Wheelock tries to roll through, and Howard able to stick him. Now trying to roll him over. Can he get the win by fall here? He's trying to roll him over. He's picking up back points. Trying to get him locked down. He is getting it cinched in. He's getting his weight on it. And there it is. Casey Howard going to win here by fall. Casey Howard will pick up the win by fall for the Carroll Tigers.